Hi everybody, welcome to another Carrara tutorial. I'm Cripeman. What we're going to do this time through is we're going to take a look at Carrara 8.5, and I want to show you some of the cooler things that I've found in here so far. I'm jumping over from 7.2, so a lot of this stuff is new to me. You may have had it for a while, you may be aware of it, but I'm just jumping over, and I am so impressed with a lot of the things in here. One of the least, not the least of which, is the Smart Content tab. Now I have Genesis loaded up because it takes a little bit of time to load, so let me show you a couple of things about the Genesis figure. Come on, baby. Now I've got this on default. If you click on default and then click on your actor, your Genesis figure, a whole lot of Genesis related content comes up. Or let's just click on actor. It may take a second. There we go. And all this stuff turns into Genesis. All this stuff over here is Genesis related. So if you want to quickly apply something to it, let's go ahead and give him some pants, for God's sake. Double click on pants. Look back over here and he's got some pants on. Now, some of the things, there are extra tabs when you have your Genesis figure. Click over in parameters and you got tons of content. Now if you do this, wait for a second. What's up, baby? Oh, you know what? You know what I didn't do? I'm kind of new to some of this stuff, so bear with me. General, there we go. Fit to Genesis. Take a second. Kapow! See that? Now, one of the things that I'm finding about the newest version of Carrara is it's a little bit slow in the render department, but that's okay. I mean, it's giving us speed in other areas. It's really geared more to be productive, I think. You don't have to hunt around for stuff so much. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him a shirt too. Oh, that's cool. Well, no, since we're clicking on since we're on the pants, this is one of the things about the Smart Content area is if you click on the pants, then pants related files come up. Let's go ahead and give him some blue pants. Double click, kapow. Can't really tell because it's textured. Oh, that's something else I want to show you. And then it turns blue. Something that they did speed the process up on is the OpenGL rendering. When you get the texture render is faster. Everything moves without a hitch. See that? And yeah, it's all good. Let's go ahead and put his head in frame there. One thing that kind of freaks me out about the new version of these guys is, oh, you know what? If you're having trouble clicking on your stuff, make the children always selectable. Kapow. And instead of clicking the head, you got to click the bones on it, which is kind of weird to me, but whatever. It's still good and workable and all that stuff. And look at the textures on this. You're not just getting a program that is rocking, but you also got excellent textures, excellent figures, that related content, all this Genesis stuff. I didn't even have any of this. I didn't have any use for Genesis. I only used Carrara 7.2, and 7.2 wasn't Genesis friendly. 8.5 is definitely that. Let's go ahead and jump out of here. You pretty much get the idea. The Genesis editions are cool. Oh, but you don't just get Genesis stuff. You also get, let's find a category. Got architecture, environments. There we go. I don't need a complete. There we go. I like this wall. Double click the wall. come back over here, and you can already tell just from it loading that the textures are awesome on this. Let's go ahead and get them in frame there. And look how detailed the textures are on this. There's dirt, there's all this kind of stuff. Very cool. One of the things that I really do like about the newer Carrara is they fixed the fonts, for God's sake. 7.2 was terrible with fonts. I tried to use a different font for my UI, and it crashed the system. I had to reinstall. It was a whole big thing. Then I had to type my serial number in every time. Well, not type it, but copy paste. That works too. Every time, and they eliminated all that. Now you have a pretty clean. Everything works pretty smoothly. There are some issues at some point, but the fonts are better. Let's do Arial. Arial's a good one. Carrara. Kapow. And now the fonts work a lot better. Now that we got this loaded up, let's go ahead and change colors on it so you can see it. There we go. Now that we got this loaded up, let me show you a little something that you can do with the text now. You've got... Now, there are still some that don't show up. There's one I want to kind of skip. Let's go. Start at Bauhaus. I've got a couple of custom fonts in there, and even though that it will, I think it's a bitmap font. Maybe not. I don't even know if those exist anymore. But when you try and load this guy up, it takes a long time. So, and it took me a long time to explain that too. Yeah, and you look through there, and everything just pops, man. The ones that work. There are a couple of them that don't. I want to show you one, though, that's very cool. We are going to load up. Come on, baby. There we go. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this font before. I couldn't do anything but pretty much the standard fonts in 7.2. And even these custom fonts come in. Even this. I can't remember the name of it now. No. Your wingdings. Some of your wingdings work. The wingdings working before. And if you need something quick to throw in your scenes, you've got all kinds of shapes and stuff to break up your scenes and that. But I wanted to show you my other one. Rosewood, Rockwell, Retrobats. I think it's Retrobats. Yeah, there we go. And did you see that? It had to load the mesh up. Had to change the mesh, but check this out. See all that? It's very cool. You've got there's a ton of extra stuff in here. But overall, my impression of Carrara. Oh, let me show you something else really quickly. They did something with the scene. Now, if you throw a backdrop in there, it automatically puts one in there. You don't have to go through, this little guy right here, the interactive renderer button to access it. But yeah, that's Carrara 8.5 so far. This is I'm finding out new stuff. I'm into it. It's fine by me. I understand that a lot of people don't want to pay again for a cool program, but it's going to help. It's going to help with development and bringing things along. I'm not really sure how much farther 3D can go. I'm sure it can. It's probably mostly aesthetics, but which I guess pictures are anyway. But yeah, Carrara's awesome. Don't be afraid to throw a little something. It was $119 for me. To join the Platinum Club and all that fun stuff, and then buy this, okay? But don't yeah, don't be afraid of it. It gives you a lot of stuff. They've compensated you with what features they didn't, new stuff they didn't add. For the new stuff that they didn't put in there, they put in a ton of content. And if you're a content fiend, which a lot of us are, it's a great deal. All right, so anyway, oh, and there's some ready active render stuff that I probably could have thrown in here but didn't. Anyway, guys, that's it for this time for Carrera 8.5. That was terrible. For Carrera, that's it for this time. Jesus, I'm Cripe Man, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.